back with the Old Gits in Hits, or the Old Brits podcast, from wherever you get your podcasts. As we always say, get in touch with us, get involved with us, find us over social media. Just look for the Old Gits in Hits, or of course you can email us, oldgitsinhits@gmail.com. We're always happy to hear from you.
Yeah, indeed. It's been a strange old week, hasn't it? With 2 bank holiday weekends, which is brilliant if you go to work and you get your bank holidays off, so short weeks and stuff. But the second, of course, the 2 days because of the coronation. How are you on the coronation? Big Coronation fan, Chris?
I'm fed up.
Are you?
Yeah.
Fed up with the coronation. What about you,
I used to like Coronation, that Coronation milk.
Oh, yeah.
In a tin. I don't like that. No. As regards to the other Coronation, I've had enough, to be honest. I'm coronationed out.
I'm a fan of Coronation chicken.
Yes. Yes, I think I'd be a fan of that as well. Yeah. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. No, I had some bad.
Not quite as much as the one we were talking about earlier.
Have you got used to referring to Charlie as the king yet?
No.
Well, did we ever? When do you used to say before about the Queen and King? No, I don't think we use that much, do we? Maybe we do, maybe we don't.
Well,
I wish him the best of luck, and I think he's great to have as a figurehead. But I think we've gone overboard on the coronation. For me, we've gone overboard. Yeah, I think so. Well, what do you think?
Well, for many, many, many people, it's the first time that they would have witnessed a coronation, me included, Chris included. You were just around when in 1950.
No, I was around. Have I shown you my memento of the coronation, the original coronation?
No.
Well, you chapter all this yourselves. I will go and get it, and I will show you on camera.
Oh, great! So we should look forward to that.
Because what do you reckon it is, Chris?
Well, I have to think what a 20-year-old would get for the coronation memento, but
I bet it's a mug.
Well, as long as it doesn't feature his ugly mug, we'll be all right, won't we? Let's be perfectly honest. But I mean, there's lots of. I just be honest, and there's some all right coronation stuff around, but there's a load of tat as well, though, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Everyone and his mother have jumped on the bandwagon of producing all sorts of tat for the coronation, and and it's up to you, I suppose, whether you want to buy it or not, but it ain't going to be worth. People are buying stuff like that thinking, oh, it's going to be worth something in 20-30 years time. No, it ain't. It's mass marketed and mass produced tat.
Of course, if you're listening to the podcast version of the show, you may be listening to this after the coronation. If you're listening to the radio version, you might be listening to it before the coronation. But will you be watching the whole thing, Chris?
Well, let me tell my story on the coronation, because I am so hacked off. Because
go on.
Like lots and lots of other people, I applied for tickets to Windsor Castle for the coronation concert.
Oh yeah.
And then last Friday, I got an email to say, you've been lucky enough to get a ticket. Just apply here and claim your ticket. It's a first come, first serve. Well, I didn't realize this. This was an hour and 10 minutes after they'd made the tickets available. Of course, there were none left by then.
I've talked to so many people who've done the same thing. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? And there was one woman who got that email to say you've been lucky and didn't really read it properly. She went, oh, brilliant. First thing she did was booked a hotel in London.
No,
really?
A hotel in London for, 150 quid. It wasn't like a posh hotel. It was sort of a bit out of town.
Well, I'm going to say that's cheap at the moment for London.
I know, exactly. It wasn't like down the end of the Mall or anything like that. So booked a hotel out, out in the sticks a little bit. So there was a £2 bus ride in. And then went back to the process to get the tickets. Couldn't get any, of course. So
no, of course, they're all gone,
and can't cancel the hotel because they're all at a premium and so on and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's it didn't happen to me, but I did read it all.
I got to say, why did you wait over an hour to respond to it?
I didn't realize that they were being released at midday on Friday, and I was off doing other things at midday, and I checked my emails at 1:10 on the Friday lunchtime, realized I'd had the email, opened it up, clicked on the link which says come and claim your tickets here, and then it said, oh, terribly sorry, but no tickets available, come back again. So I went back again 10 minutes, and every 10 minutes I was refreshing it. And then about an hour later, I got an final email, which said, all the tickets have now gone. And I thought, oh, there you go. Then that stuffed me up, hasn't it? But
you can always go somewhere else, can't you, and watch it. on the
Oh, you
10th.
could, there's lots of fan screens and fan areas around to go and watch it. But I thought it would have been quite nice to go up and see it, to be perfectly honest. And,
Only how much did you have to pay for those tickets?
they're free.
Yeah, that's what I knew that they were free. That's the only reason you're miffed, because it's another freebie that you haven't managed to get.
Yeah.
You still have to pay to get yourself there, wouldn't you?
Of course you did. I mean, that's fine. And I was quite willing to do that.
Okay to do that. Were you okay paying for yourself?
I was okay paying for myself to go up there.
If David had got tickets, right, he would have got a £2 bus to the
Absolutely.
Wiltshire or wherever. Then he got another bus, and then another bus. And another bus.
He'd got the Dara Breen mega bus with.
Yeah, we'd have been there.
And then all of a sudden, he'd be on a London bus trundling down the Mall. He'd go, "I'm here, everybody, I'm here." And they go, "Yeah, but the coronation was last Tuesday."
Yes. Hey, look, this is I have now. This is a genuine memento that was given to me personally at the coronation in 1953. Not by the Queen, but
no, by Doris Speed. He means the Coronation Street pub.
Well, it was. We were right. It's a bit of old mug.
Old tat.
Is it old? No, it's not old tat. And this, I'll have you know, I've actually had this valued.
Yeah,
I have had this valued because it's got gold rim around it. It's hard to see.
Let's describe it. It's like a little small glass.
It's like a tankard, a
Yeah.
small tankard, like a traditional tankard that you would have had back in the 50s. And
so hang about. So you got a bit of glass there. You've also got a gold rim.
A gold ring, yes. And it says on it, they've got the crest, and it says Coronation 1953. And I've had this valued.
Yeah.
This you'll be astounded to know. You
can do the first leg on the bus.
No. This is actually worth a lot of money.
How much?
£1.50.
Oh, not even the first leg on the bus. Then.
I have no idea how much it's worth. I can't imagine it's worth anything. But it is worth it to me. Does that make sense? It is worth to me. I mean,
who gave it to you? Who gave it to you?
My mother and father.
Well, that's very nice.
On the day we had a party for the coronation.
As I say, it was your 20th birthday, wasn't it? Then
it was. Yes, and the thing about this as well, and genuinely about this, which seems a bit odd, because it is made from recycled glass. Bear in mind, this was in the 50s, 1950.
Oh, really?
And it's made from recycled glass. And I thought, well, that's an interesting reason, because of course I worked in glass for a while. I can tell it's recycled glass. But it's priceless to me. Genuinely, because I suppose if people are buying it thinking, "Oh, I'll keep it in the cupboard and I'll do this, it'll be worth a fortune." They don't think we're worth anything.
Of course, no, this is not. And when you pop your clogs, your sons will be going around clearing out everybody. Get a charity shop.
It'll be thrown out. It'll be thrown away because it'll have nothing for them whatsoever.
And look, the thing is about the coronation this year is that we're all being invited to pledge our allegiance to His Majesty.
Oh, yes.
Will you, during the coronation, assuming you watch it on TV or listen to it on the radio or whatever, will you be standing up and doing the pledge?
Well, there's one of two words for this, isn't there?
Yes or no?
It's either a yes or a no, isn't it? And I can tell you, mine will be a no.
Okay, Chris, will you be a yes or no?
I'll be sat down for most of it. I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not the age where I can stand up for very long these days.
So the words are, right, I've got them written down here. I swear that I will...
Oh, do we need to stand?
Chris swears a lot, doesn't he? So he would be doing that.
You know, if we were doing this properly on television as director, we'd have the words going across the bottom of the screen, but our budget doesn't extend that far. So no. I swear that I will pay true allegiance, Your Majesty, I'll start again. I swear that I will pay true allegiance to Your Majesty and to your heirs of successors, according to law, so help me God. Those are the words. Now, it occurs to me that if they're going to do that for the coronation, then we should do it for this show. So when people tune into our show or listen to our podcast, the first thing they have to do at the very beginning is stand up and swear allegiance to us.
No, they just got to swear.
No, it's not only that, it's swearing allegiance to the heirs. And what was the other one?
Graces?
Heirs of successors. Heirs and
which are the same people, of course. I mean,
well, yeah, but you see, but the heirs. I mean, would that also include Prince Harry?
Well, no, we're talking about us.
Oh, so us. I'm talking about that. You asked, and this is why that's the whole point.
Heirs of successors in terms of the current king. Yeah, of course, it includes.
Well, there we are.
Harry.
So it also includes Harry, and also includes Prince Andrew. Then
Of course it does. Yeah, and it
Yes,
includes.
so how many people are going to be happy to do that? So haven't they made a mistake? And this is my view, my opinion. Haven't they made a mistake by including that in the allegiance?
Well, these words have been, in existence for centuries.
Yes. So in which case, should he not have said, actually, times have changed?
Yes.
We need to put something in place to change.
We need to write to them saying, "No, Your Majesty, if you don't mind, it should say, I swear that I will pay true allegiance to Your Majesty and your heirs of successors in brackets, except the following."
No, they should have taken that out. Just taken that out.
Well,
okay. It's interesting you say that. In all seriousness, we're having this little bit of a discussion over the weekends, and the discussion went along these sort of lines. Well, surely we should be skipping a generation. Surely that we should get to that stage now where actually Charles should say, well, actually I'm not going to do this. I'll hand it down to William, who can then be king. And I was saying, well, no, he can't, because if he rejects the throne, then it goes to Princess Anne, because that's the next person in line to the throne. It's only if he takes on the throne that William then will be next in succession. If he doesn't take it, then like to Princess Anne, then you're down to Prince Andrew, and then down to Prince Edward before you get anywhere near.
The thing is, chaps, you're taking all this a bit too serious. The whole point is, do we need an allegiance line or two for people to recite?
We've got it.
When they
got that.
When they listen to this show. Well,
we've already got that, because when they listen, they actually say the old Gits and hits. What a load of rubbish.
Well, they do swear.
That's it. They say the old Gits and hits. What a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
And that's all we get. And we then realize that we've achieved everything when people say that.
As I said, the thing is, yes. As soon as people listen to this, I said they don't swear an allegiance, but they just swear, and that'll do it. Simple as.
I think we should say something like, "I swear that I will pay true allegiance to you blokes and your missuses according to law. So help me God."
Yeah, that's right. Yes, and I promise to listen to this old grizzle.
Correct on the end. The intonation has to be correct on the
end. Yeah. Of course, you can't go so help me God. You have to go.
No. It has to be. Yeah.
And we, of course, we will swear our allegiance as and when, not if, as and when we get that call from the palace that we go and get the old sword put on the shoulders.
Yes, but here's the thing: we could ask our listeners, of course, to say that allegiance onto a voicemail and message us.
Yes,
yes.
So we could actually receive those, and we'll play them out in future.
A prize for the first person to send us a voice message saying, "I swear that I will pay true allegiance to you Gits or you old Brits and your missuses according to law." And then this is very important. You have to, so help me God.
That's it. It's really the intonation on that is very, very important. And the prize will come from the Old Gits and Hits or Old Brits podcast merch cupboard.
Absolutely. Yes. And it will be in the shape of a little glass with a gold rim on it, as presented to the very first little boy at the very first coronation.
No, it will be
£1.50.
No, it will be something that's worth even more than that. It will be an Old Brits podcast keyring.